I think the toughest part for people to learn is how it kind of serpents through all the rollers. But once people get that down afterwards, it's really simple. It's one of the first machines that people learn here on the floor. And it's the quickest that they get down compared to the machinery, like the GrafTech and the Canon, which there's a lot more to it. Swapping tools out, settings, stuff like that. With the Laminator, it's just one setting for everything that we run. And after you score it and lay it down, you're kind of just already in it. This came off of the previous vinyl roll that was on here. Just gonna unscrew it, open it up, pop it out. It's going to be used for the take-up side. Lock that in place. And then I put my new roll in. And when this roll finishes, that will be that core that was just there. So it's just in constant rotation. After that, I lock up that in place. Previously, we would have the printer feed out about 25 inches so that our vinyl can reach the take-up core on that end, but we noticed that that was just kind of waste of material. So what we started doing was we trimmed it down to 8 inches, and I just tape it up to this very top piece here. We have a piece of tape dispensers located on top of our machines that we screwed on there, and then I just put a piece of tape on the corner piece here. Now that's locked into place for me. After that, I make sure I have the correct laminate. I'm using matte currently, so that is on here. This takes up the backing, the trash of the laminate, so I'm always taping it up right before I start another run. Just grab one long piece of tape, put it around, feed it through. Now that's not going anywhere. Afterwards, I grab my laminate, feed it through the top roller. In the past, we used to feed it through as so, center it, and then score it here while it's on the gray roller. With more employees that started to come by, just for the sake of keeping the rollers safe, we ended up installing this small sponge mat on the very top of our shelf here, and now we score on top of here. We did have an instant where we cut into the gray roller and we had to get that replaced, so this was an improvement to keep that from ever happening again. Now I feed it, put it over top of that mat, and then this is where I'll score. And then on the mat, I make sure I score it properly and all the way through. I end up putting the tip of my blade in here and just running it right all across. And that's how I know it's good to go. Now, I'll wind it back a little bit, and then I'll feed it through. I get my score line so that it's still gonna show after I drop the rollers. Kind of put it right below here. I come on this end, and then all I'm doing is centering it to the vinyl that's underneath it. So I just want to make sure it's kind of in between. After that, I pull it tight, then I drop the wheels. Once that's nice and tight, I come over on this end. I make sure it's pretty flush, and then I'll peel the backing. Have that there. Double-sided tape. I put it on my trash take-up roll. That's what I'm going to attach the backing here too. Now I pull up my backing. I bring it up. Making sure this always stays very clean, very flush to the roller. No wrinkles in here, otherwise the wrinkles will start showing once you drop it. Lift the shelf up. I come over on this side, and with the 8-inch method, I do have to remember to take off that tape that I was using to hold it in place. Afterwards, I put my hand under the vinyl and the laminate all together because I don't want to run it and then have it crash into this metal right here. So I'm just lifting it. I reach over, I hit run, and I just let it run. Assisting it, having to go past that, that lip there. And I stop it right before it hits that core, right when it kisses that core there. This is where I apply 3 pieces of tape. You could end up taking off the remaining backing now here, or you can give yourself an easier way to go about it. You could run it, give yourself an angle, and then just by pulling it forward, you could just run your knife right across it. And after that, I just hit run. And one thing we like to do here at FireSprint is we do conjoin our matte and our gloss on the same roll. To do that in the printing stage, we do put a 6-inch spacer in between the two, and we label it on our tickets. And what that does is it prevents me from having to cut this off, having it be its own core, and starting the process from 0. It allows me essentially to start it from like 50. So right now I can cut this laminate off, replace it with the gloss laminate, and start it on the core that's already attached here. I don't have to grab a new core. I don't have to put it from the front. I don't have to tape up and stuff like that. It's just kind of a quicker process to go about it. What I'm doing right now is I'm replacing it with the gloss laminate. So this is that in-between area where I don't have to completely start from 0, but I'm just taking off the laminate. Just like I did in the beginning of this video, I am taping up the take-up roll because I'm starting another run. And now I get it start just right from here. I don't have to do the whole tape up, tape placeholder kind of deal, moving the core from one end to the other end. I could just go right into my scoring step. And then here, just recentering it once again. I could use the guide marks of the previous vinyl to really put it where I want it. So I just make it tight. Afterwards, double-sided tape again. Put it on the top. Just gotta peel that backing. Bring it up, nice and flush. The more I move it, the more I'm causing wrinkles in the laminate here, so I really just try to go straight forward, straight up. And right on top of that roll. And afterwards I could just run it. All I do here now is I run it until I need to take off this last bit of that cut off vinyl here. And And again, I just have it angled down so that I could just put my blade in here and just cut right through it. And I just hit run. So at the very end, I stop it. Right before the vinyl ends, I roll up my wheel to keep the rollers up. And to be the safest, most of the time I'm able to press this vinyl down here and cut it right through to separate it. But if I end up finishing it too late, I'll have it just kind of curl up to where I can't really get a nice cut through it. So when that happens, I go from the back end and I'll press it down to make the laminate tight here. And I just grab a blade and I keep my blade as down as I can. Just really being careful to stay as far away from the gray roller as I can. And after that, I'll feed it right through. I'll roll that up. Put some tape on it. My final step on this machine is to shark fin. I have my blade pointing up. And I do that to separate the laminate and the take-up roll. After that happens, you'll have a small piece of laminate still on the machine. And all I do is put my hand underneath it and go straight down, pull it off. This is trash, and it's ready to run another roll.